could you outline the current landscape of AI-powered test automation and its significance in the modern enterprise testing strategies?
Oh, absolutely. And thank you for this intro, and thank you for the opportunity to talk to the audience today. Now, first, let me say that AI may be the most overused term in the industry. Machine learning has been around for quite some time. What we think of as AI today is generally ChatGPT. Once ChatGPT hit the market, everyone became aware that now all of a sudden we have agents that can give us restaurant recommendations and talk to us in English. But it's really not a new technology or technique. I mean, we've had neural networks around since even when I was in college, and you can tell by this gray hair, that was some time ago. I used it as an Excel plugin in graduate school. Now, the adoption by the quality assurance industry, though, has been coming over the last 15 years that I have seen. Some of the first were predictive analytics, would actually go in and analyze a defect database and use that information to try to predict where errors may occur in the future, or even find training issues. I actually used to sell bias testing services for those because just because a pattern was found doesn't necessarily mean it was a root cause. Then we began to get a little more creative. We started looking at problems like impact analysis. For instance, in an SAP system, if a change comes into the system, how can I identify that change and then rank it against how the system's actually being used in production? Tricinus has a product called Live Compare that does exactly that. Then we took some different tabs. Now, test automation has really swung to the API level and is starting to come back to the UI level. And the reason for that is because the rapid pace of change simply meant that we were spending more time fixing our tests and running it. But with the advent of machine learning, we're starting to address that problem in a very effective way, whether it's something like Vision AI, which is more like facial recognition for objects on a screen, where I could literally build my automation off mock-ups and run it on the live system. Or let's go back to our old friend, the neural network, and apply it to self-healing, a test that can actually adjust properties on the fly and fix itself at the time of execution. Now, though, all anyone wants to talk about is generative. And we have just introduced a new suite of what we call copilots. Most people in the industry do use that term. Intelligent assistants that will help the tester and the quality professional be more productive. Now, I'm very, very big on the fact that those people need to be in the loop. This is not replacing jobs. A prompt engineer is no substitute for a craft worker, particularly a prompt engineer that doesn't understand the craft. So our first wave into this arena is this series of intelligent assistants. It's really just laying the groundwork from where we're going to go from there, which, as most people on this call probably want to hear, when are you going to start auto-generating tests? Well, on the manual side, we're very close, if not there already in beta. On the automated side, I'm going to save that for a little bit later in our conversation.